Hi YouTube, hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today it finally stopped raining and the bright sun is out. So it's an awesome feeling here in the garden. Finally I got most of my beds made, for at least for this year. I will add more beds every year. So here is my 4 by 10, actually 4 by 20 bed, and this is 3 by 20 bed and another 3 by 20 bed, and then that one is 4 by 10 bed. And I'm adding wheat cloth on the bottom, in the walking area, so I don't have to worry about the weeds when I am near the garden area. So I don't have to bring a lawnmower or anything. So this is already fenced off and one less thing for me to lawn mow in this particular narrow area and worry about weeds. So just trying to make my garden more hassle-free, so I can spend more time doing the gardening and not weeding. I am not planning on putting any weed cloth here. I am actually going to leave this area for direct sow, since this has quite a bit of mulch. Even though there's mulch, the weeds still come up. So it's going to be a okay garden on this area, but I don't want beds everywhere here, because this is my experiment. I want to see what I like in these beds and what I don't like. So next year when I add more beds, I will do those according to what I lessons learned from these beds. So if this is great, then this is what I will do, continue on the other side. But so far I only want few beds, and they are pretty decent size, so I was able to add quite a few onions in this bed right here, and even added some lettuce in there, mainly because I have too many critters here, and they love to dig up stuff and eat everything that I grow. So I'm trying to add onions. Onions is something that they don't like for some reason, at least for now. And I'm hoping that planting onions together with lettuce and other things make the lettuce smell a little bit different to them or hide them. The other thing that I'm trying to do, I can see some damage right there. I don't know if it's due to rain or somebody actually came and pulled it out. Okay, but yeah, so the other thing that I'm trying to do is plant different things in different areas. So first I was thinking, oh, this bed is going to be only onions, this bed is going to be only XYZ thing. But I actually decided to not do that. I was reading somewhere in one of my gardening books that when you do plant one particular vegetable in different areas, you have better chance of fighting insects. So if there's a bug that landed on one of your cabbages, and all your cabbages are over there, then you lose all your cabbage plants, to all those worms. But if they were in other beds, maybe they missed a few and you'll at least have some. So that's the theory. I'm gonna try it. I've planted some peas here and I'm going to add more because I did not realize that 4 by 20 beds, or this one is particular, this area is 4 by 10 area, is pretty large. So I am going to add some more Lincoln peas and some purple pot sugar snap peas. So excited to try these two different varieties. And then I'm going to add some spinach for salad here. I've also added some garlic in this bed. So it's gonna be spinach and garlic together. Like I said, I'm trying to plant too many different things, a variety of different things in each bed, and hoping that it keeps the, I just saw that one of my garlic is outside, didn't get planted, sorry. Yeah, so trying to plant different things together, and hoping that it controls pests and diseases. And also, when you're harvesting one side of the area, you may have another area to harvest it another day, and you can also do succession planting in different beds at different times. So that's what I'm gonna try and do. I'm gonna have some potatoes, actually I'm gonna have potatoes over there and there. I got some potatoes from Tractor Supply, potato seeds from Tractor Supplies. They're actually just potatoes, but not gone through any chemical treatments, so they can actually sprout and grow. So I'm gonna add potatoes in those two beds, and then I'm not decided what I'm going to add. I'm growing right now some cabbages indoor, so once they are ready to transplant, maybe I'll have some cabbages in some of these beds along with potatoes. So that's the plan. And I have eggplants and peppers and all those other things, again, growing in my green grow lights, not greenhouse, in my house. So they are not ready, and they won't be ready for another 2 months. So this is end of January. I think today is January 25th. I won't be planting anything out until mid-March, especially peppers and eggplants and tomatoes. They will not go out until mid-March. I'm planning on having sunflowers right here, and then all the tall plants in the back side on the north side, and all the shorter plants on the south side. So when the sun goes from east to west, my tall plants don't cover everything behind them. So yeah, so that's why I'm gonna have some okras and sunflowers right here and right there, and all the shorter like pepper plants and tomato plants. I will have to put some kettle panels or some trellis areas over here. I have some old gates that came out of the old project that when we changed the fencing. So I'm gonna bring those here, and I'm gonna have a melon area, a cucumber area, and tomato area. So tomatoes will go in ground. Planting some peppers here, and eggplants here. So yeah, that's the plan. Well, thank you guys for watching. Super excited to grow all these veggies, and can't wait to see the progress. It's slow, but it's been so much fun just building. It was a lot of work, way more work than I expected, building the raised beds and filling them up and putting the paper down. It took me, I think, 3 days, most of the 3 days of work, going to Home Depot, buying the wood, getting it cut. Home Depot has a great, I think they only charge you 50 cents or something for every cut you ask them. So I got quite a bit of wood cut for just under $5. So I didn't have to do it myself. All I had to do is use the screws, and I have a DeWalt screwdriver, so power tool, so I was able to screw them. I used decking screws over here so they don't rust. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right here. And I've screwed 3 screws here on each side, and they're actually 3x10s and then another 3x10s. Initially I had a design where I was going to have a walking area in between the beds, and then I decided not to do that because I didn't want a lawnmower in between that small space, and then didn't and I was thinking maybe even if I don't lawn mow, I have to put the weed cloth. And after I started putting the weed cloth, I realized how much work that was. So I just made it simple and yeah, straight lines. So there's no space in between the beds. It's just one very long bed. So, and I think I'm glad I did that. So it's easier for me to plant different things. And since I have so much space now, makes things very easy. So definitely going to have longer beds just like this one, even though there are two beds. Actually, there are two beds just together, so they're longer beds, and so it gives them more support. Otherwise, if you just have one really long bed, they may warp. I'm sure these will warp too, but they still have a little bit less chance. I'm not hoping that they will last me forever because this is not a treated wood or anything. But even if it lasts me for 5 good years, I'm happy. And then at that time, I will decide if I want to invest the time and the money in getting cinder block raised beds, or maybe next year I may try one with a cinder block, basically concrete bed, and see how it does compared to my wooden raised bed. So like I said, it's all learning and experiencing and experimenting to see what works the best and what are pros and cons. And there are so many things you can read about and learn, and then there are so many things that you actually have to do it and see if it actually works for your area, for your convenience, and for you. So I believe in doing experiment and learning from my mistakes and successes. So happy gardening to you all, and cannot wait for my spring to come here so these guys can do awesome. This is one of the elephant garlic seed I had. I didn't have many seeds, but whatever I had, I planted them. So super excited to get this garden going. And they are enjoying all the rain they got and the beautiful sun that's out. So thank you guys for watching, and have a wonderful day.